up, guys? Football Fumble back again for another video of Friday Transfer Roundup.
Number 3,
Number three.
Trez.
Yes.
But
What-
before we get into this,
please
like,
do
comment, subscribe,
comment,
all that good
subscribe.
stuff. If you enjoyed the video, do like it.
Yeah.
And share it with your mates
Yeah.
and your
Yeah.
on Twitter and your dog,
Anywhere. Dog.
your 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 granddad's great aunt's missus.
Yeah, that one. Yeah.
Pride Month.
So,
Anyway,
Sadio Mane,
Sadio Mane. He's got to buy. Well, he's gone to buy.
the
Not
best
even going.
football player in the world. Yeah, I
He's
smashed it to the top.
made like he's had the flight.
Yeah, his medical's done. I've heard of
Medical's
that.
done. No, he's signed. They've had
Yeah,
Mane up on the Allianz,
that's what I
and
mean.
it is
It's
one
done.
big loss for Liverpool.
Yeah, it is massive. Massive loss. That front three slowly whistling away, very slowly.
Well, we've mentioned this before. We had on that
We
sort of
have,
level. We
we
discussed
have.
Nunes and Mane out. Does it make them any more competitive? I don't think it does. Or
No,
don't think it does. That's good
no.
English. And I just can't get my head around how big of a loss this is.
It's one that I don't understand. I
From the
don't
player
quite get it.
perspective or the club perspective?
Both. Well, I mean, I kind of understand it from the club. If he was picking to leave at the end of next season anyway
He needs
for
it, yeah.
free, you may as well take the money.
Yeah,
Take the
you
35
cash
mil.
him,
Right.
even though he's worth more than £35 million. We all know that.
Yeah, but it's a strange one to me. You'd have thought. I don't know why this happened. Maybe there's been some talks of, oh, we're looking at bringing these few players in, like
Well,
Diaz, etc. So they've gone. Mane's just sat and gone, well, not happening. Don't
well,
want that.
in terms of
I don't know.
in terms of being competitive, Bayern Munich dead set for the league most years.
Yeah,
Always going to challenge for the Champions League, but so are Liverpool.
that's what I
Um,
mean. So it doesn't make sense.
I
Liverpool
don't
are in a
know.
better place than Bayern, if you ask me.
I guess if you look at longevity in your career, probably the Premier League's the toughest career in the world to go into like your mid-30s. I know he's not there yet, but
I
I
feel
mean
he's done this too early. So
maybe. But then again, you don't really get 2 3-year contracts in your career, do you, at this level? So
exactly. Yeah, it's a really strange move to me,
it
though.
might have been one. It might have been a now or never Sadio Mane.
Yeah, because I mean, he might not have got this offer
In three,
in
four
two
years
years'
time.
time.
Yeah,
Yeah, 2, 3, 4. So I mean, I saw a thing that he's now the highest paid African player ever.
doesn't
I
surprise me.
saw. Yeah, so I mean, he's overtaken the likes of Aubameyang, which he was on money.
He was on money. I mean,
I don't know what he's on now. But
when you when the transfer fee is that low for a player who's worth so much more, the agent always has a bit of a bargaining power in terms of wage, doesn't he? Let's be honest.
yeah, exactly. But
But hey,
again, I'm going to keep saying that's a really strange one to me.
it makes Bayern a massive force in the Champions League.
If
Big
Loan
time.
stays
In
and
terms of
Serge
Liverpool,
Gnabry,
it's just that front three was so settled, and
it
it
just
does not seem
works
settled
quick.
anymore. Not to
Now
me,
it's going to
anyway.
be Nunes has got to do the whole learning side
Nunes
of
has to hit the
well,
ground running.
yeah.
You're
I
gonna
mean,
have
Diaz has done well. Yeah, it's going to be
Diaz
hard.
did very well, but you're gonna have a front three of Salah, Diaz, and Nunes. And when it was so set before, I mean that whole Mane, Bobby Firmino, and Salah front three was,
Unbelievable. One of the best
settled.
out there.
But we're
Up there
starting
with
to
MSN.
it's the
Quite
first
literally.
stage, isn't it, of that almost
Rebuild.
rebuild, if you like.
But it's not a rebuild because
Well,
they don't, like
the Liverpool owners, I can't remember what. I'm not gonna lie. It's an American sport. It's either
yeah,
I think it's basket. No, is it? But it's either basketball or American football. Any
yeah.
American's gonna hate me right now. But they've done very similar rebuilds in one league to young sides. But can you do that in the Premier League and get rid of players like Mane? Not so sure. But hey, there we go.
Yeah, I reckon. Yeah. I think we jump on to the
There's
next.
not much more to say on that one.
No, yeah, I reckon jump on to the next. It's again crazy to me.
It does seem
Like
odd
we
to
didn't
me.
even.
I don't have much to say. It's a shocking one. When that rumor first came about, I mean, it didn't seem right to me.
Yeah, no, it's a very strange one to me.
Anyway, transition on to Gabriel Jesus, who we've spoke about before.
There's a lot about him. It's a big transfer, so it's taken us. It's sweet time, and it's Arsenal, so of course
Well,
Arsenal take their time.
in Let's Talk Arsenal, I said I wasn't convinced by Jesus. Not, I don't, not that he's not a good player, but it's his
I
8 goals
am,
and 8 assists in a Man City side.
but
For
I'm
me,
I'm
isn't
sitting
right.
there looking at his Champions League record, going, he's done that in the Champions League.
Underperformed his XG in the Premier League. I just don't know. I just feel like we need a clinical number 9.
I think he can provide that because I mean, 4 of the goals come in one game for those.
I'm not sure if that's a
You
good thing
don't
or a
score
bad thing
4 in
though.
one game though. You don't score 4 in
I don't
a
know.
game.
I don't know.
I'm going to be excited if he comes in.
Obviously, I'll take it, and I'll
So
be excited to
excited
watch him play in an Arsenal shirt. Don't get me wrong.
because he's never been given a chance as an out and out striker.
What I find interesting with Arsenal, and especially Edu's influence, is Rafinha, heavily linked.
Yeah,
Jesus, we already signed that Marquinhos, young Brazilian winger. We've already got
yeah,
Martinelli in there. Gabriel, the centre back, Brazilian. We're starting to see quite a big Brazilian culture up the
yeah.
arse.
Which I mean, I do like.
Bit of samba football. I don't have a problem
Exactly.
with it.
I feel like it would. Yeah, it just works. So
It's
I'm
interesting.
excited.
I think it is worth talking about um, building a culture at a football club, and if that's a big Brazilian core next to a big English core, which it looks. I mean, Eddie Nketiah has just signed his new contract, got
A
number
lot of
14.
heart.
That
Yeah.
was controversial. Wasn't it? A lot of people were crying
God,
over him having number 14. Personally, I couldn't care less,
Gabriel
but there
telling
we go.
everyone to shut up was quite
I
funny.
like that from Gabriel.
Ungrateful.
But £50 million, I don't think he's worth £50 million, Adam.
I don't think it's worth that much, but I'm excited to see Arsenal get a semi-decent striker in again,
Mm.
rather than going out and go, let's get bloody Shabak again. We've
Yeah,
gone
that,
out and
that
gone,
was a
you
good
know
time.
what? Yeah, like we've actually gone out and gone right.
Someone who has
We need a
done it in the
striker.
Premier League before.
Yeah,
But I mean,
we
is
know he's a player.
Gabriel Jesus and Eddie Nketiah up front enough strike power to breach top 4? That's
I'm
a
gonna
question
sit
I
there
want
and
to lay out
say,
there.
I want to sit there and say yes. Of course, I'm going to be a bit more biased, but it's not just going to be them. And I mean, Gabriel Jesus has got assists in as well.
I'm looking at Tottenham with Son, Kane, Kulusevski, even adding Perisic to that. I'm looking at Chelsea, who are going to seem like they're going to splash the cash this summer, linked to Raheem Sterling heavily. I look at Liverpool, even without Mane, Nunes, Salah, Diaz, and I look at City. I mean, Erling Haaland. Those are the 4 clubs currently occupying the top 4 spaces, and we're looking at Jesus and Ketia as the central strikers. I'm just not sure.
One thing that does slightly worry me, he wasn't good enough to start as a centre forward striker for City last season,
No,
where they would rather chuck Bernardo Silva,
got forced out
Gundogan.
to the wing. Yeah,
Yeah, that worries me a bit, but I'm still
and
very
that's the exact
excited.
role we wanted to play as a bit of a false 9 deep lying forward.
I've got a funny. He'd do it better than what Lacazette could, if you ask me.
Yeah, no, I agree. The age is on his
So
side, but
it's an improvement to me.
I'm not convinced. Put it that way for £50 million.
No, yeah, exactly.
But anyway, I think that's enough on Jesus. We've talked about him before.
Yeah,
Now on
yeah.
to one of the former worst transfers, in my opinion, of all time, Paul Pogba.
We just sit there and laugh for like 5 minutes
Yeah,
straight.
shall we? Hashtag Pogback. Wait, is this hashtag Pogback back? Pogback
Back.
back. Back. So, in 3 years' time, how much do you think Man United will sign Paul Pogba for?
Couple hundred mil,
Couple hundred million.
honestly.
Oh, Paul, lad, you've had a stinker here, I'm not gonna lie.
Those achievements. One
157
Europa
Premier
League,
League
one league.
apps, 29 goals, 38 assists. Isn't an awful record, to be honest. We know there's a big player in there. For France, he's always been incredible. It's
He,
just, you talk about not living up to expectations.
they used him in such a wrong system.
I
Such
don't,
a wrong system.
I'm not convinced it's a Paul Pogba issue. I know his documentary came out a few days ago
Got a
and it's like
1 out
got
of
a
10,
1 out of
didn't it?
10 on IMB. It's not good. I know he comes across a bit arrogant, but
But
I
you need
th-
that as a footballer.
but is it a Paul Pogba issue or is it again that Man United culture issue?
It like honestly, they played him in such like they wanted him to be like a holding midfielder. Give that man a free role sort of thing
Yeah,
in and around that
box to
area.
box, free roam.
Box to box, just do what you want.
When I
Because I mean, he's
remember
got it going forward. He's got it going backwards. He
what
could sit there and do
what
anything.
year was it that Man United signed Matic from Chelsea?
Can't remember. That was a
Because
while
I
ago.
remember that happening and thinking, right, this is it now. It's going to free Pogba up. A lot of people say it at the time of thing. Free
He had that
Pogba up.
odd
He,
game.
he, he can be creative, but it just didn't happen.
Which
He
he
fell
had
out.
that odd game though, didn't he? Where
Jose
he was able
Mourinho
to do
signed
that.
him. He fell out with Mourinho. There was the whole training ground bust up thing, and it just didn't work. And you watch, he'll go to Juventus now,
Yeah.
and he'll probably end up playing out of his skin.
And then he'd get his massive transfer back somewhere. Like the Lukaku bloody saga at the
How
minute.
old is Pogba? He's like 29 now, isn't he?
He's getting to the I mean, technically speaking, you're in and around your prime, just coming out of like your
Yeah,
prime.
he
But
could. I mean, it's probably his last ever big contract. He's been linked to Real Madrid so many times in the past. Everyone thought that was going to happen, but it never did.
they've started, Real Madrid gone youth now, though, haven't they? They've started going like that.
Are you their team that can challenge for the
Yeah.
Champions League?
No.
Not for me right now.
Well, Vlahovic, it's possible.
I just look at your Bayerns, your PSGs, your Cities, your Liverpools. I just don't think they're
Much
quite on
more
that level.
firepower. Yeah. No. I
No,
mean, back when they had Ronaldo, maybe, but nah,
not right now.
not a chance. But
But it's just. I mean,
Pogba's a grim
this is
one.
more reflecting on his Premier League career, isn't it? What a shambles.
One Europa League, one League Cup.
He could have. What could have been, man?
I d- what can you even say? Like you used to watch those little clips of Pogba when he used to play at Juve,
Oh, mate, he was
just absolutely
ridiculous.
zinging the ball from anywhere he
He was
fancies. He
absolutely
wasn't.
ridiculous.
He had no chance of doing that at
And I
United.
watch him for France, and he's just different gravy.
Different level, absolutely levels above. It's
I
the passing range that gets me.
kind of the thing. Obviously, I don't like Man United, but at the same
I
time,
feel bad for him.
I'm just like, what a waste, man. What a waste.
I mean, I get he's a massive personality, so I could see like the fallout somewhat like it's gonna happen. But
I do hope that he goes to Juve and smashes it. I'm not gonna lie.
yeah,
It would like fill a place in my heart.
I was gonna say, I just remember
And
looking
I
back,
remember the
seeing
FIFA
those
days.
clips on YouTube or
Remember
the
like
FIFA
FIFA
days.
16, 17, where just everyone had Pogba in Ultimate Team.
Does he have some sort of
5-star
ridiculous
skill
card?
boots.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Oh, he got like 81 to like 86 upgrade at one point. Like when it was at Juve.
Like 83 rated, and but he was one
Oh,
of the most
scenes,
unbelievable players you're ever gonna
scenes,
see.
scenes, scenes, scenes.
Oh,
Anyway, I
oh,
think that rounds us up for this week.
yeah,
But
yeah. On a bit of a nostalgic end.
nostalgic vibe. But
Oh,
if you did enjoy this video,
like,
like button's down there
comment,
somewhere, lads.
subscribe,
There's also the
comment.
subscribe button near it, and there's also like a little
Uh,
notification bell that you might want to like press. It will tell you when we upload, and you can like to watch the videos instantly. Really,
yeah.
do you know what I mean? It'd be class. We could all have a great time, just all together. We
Oh
could all be
God.
friends. Anyway.
Oh God.
Oh dear.
What is a
Anyway,
crazy time?
we have been Football Fanball. You have been the viewers. You
Adam.
have.
I thought you were just talking to me
I
then.
wasn't
Jesus.
even. No. I've been
Ah,
Ross.
I've been Adam.
And peace.
Peace.